They were wonderful parents-in-law, kind, generous, but most of all, the belief that the number one priority was family. Always family. I learned so much from Lily about the care of my children. She opened my eyes to all kinds of foods. I grew up eating 5-can casserole and iceberg lettuce. Little did I know about the pleasures of soup, garlic, and cake. Lily taught me so much about food. What I learned most from her was that food was her expression of love for her family. She always stealthily added an extra ladle of soup in your bowl. She pressed an extra slice of cake or pastry. "It's so light," she would say. The only food we didn't agree on was cherries. She loved cherries. I loved spending time with her by the pool, watching the children laugh and play. Lily was a wonderful grandmother also. Her love for family will follow her grandchildren throughout their lives. I miss her greatly. Irvin was a delight. He was always puttering and fixing things around the house. He was happiest when he was busy. I learned to keep a honey-do list at our house just for Irvin. Loose doorknob? Irvin to the rescue. We shared a love of crossword puzzles also. It was so sad when his eyesight faded over the years. It took away his joy in fixing things, reading, and even watching tennis on TV. I'm sure Mike will talk about, or Martine, about ping pong, but Irvin loved ping pong and passed the love to his children and grandchildren. One of my favorite memories of Irvin was when he and Lily came to my 8th grade classroom to share their stories of the Holocaust. I was so impressed by their willingness to share their story with a group of 14-year-old boys and girls. Have you ever seen a group of 8th grader boys cry? They were all wiping tears as Irvin described his mother's face as she saw him when he returned from the work camp. Those children, who are adults now, will never forget Irvin's story of survival or Lily's horror and anger to find her mother had been taken by the Nazis. Thank you, Lily and Irvin, for your willingness to share yourselves. Let's be honest, Irvin had no gatekeeper. There were plenty of times I get angry or upset with something he'd say, but I'm so happy Irvin was able to stay with us the last October and November. It was the silver lining to Martine's surgery and recovery period. It seemed to be a moment out of time. He never fell, which I was scared he'd hit the tile floor and get injured. He shared stories over and over. He went with Mike to the senior center and flirted with the ladies. They adored him. Each lady he spoke with spoke different languages: Spanish, German, French, English. They'd bring him little treats. He had a different audience every day. It was also a special time because Andrew was staying with us, and Irvin treasured that unexpected time with him. I'm so thankful we had that special time with him. Now, I want to talk about how much Irvin loved you, Martine. He loved you so much. He worried about you all the time. He asked about you every day. He'd talk about what a wonderful woman, great woman you are, what a wonderful mother you were and continue to be. He'd talk about what great care you took of Lily in her dementia and loving care of himself. Thank you, Martine, for your care and devotion to your parents over the years. I know it wasn't easy at all, but your love for them shone through the years.